Hello everyone, hope you all are well. In a previous video, we have covered highlighters and sorting. And in this part of the video lecture, we are going to teach you about the implementation of sorting and highlighters. But before going further, kindly subscribe to UNT channel and don't forget to like and comment on this video. So we are starting our implementation from highlighters. For implementing highlighting, we have been connected with Tableau and the dataset we are using is Global Superstore data. In Tableau, highlighting can be implemented in two ways. The one way using a toolbar option, that is the highlight option present here, and the other way is using a menu bar option which is present in Analysis tab. So while going over to Analysis tab, we can see there is a highlighter option. But this is faded here as we haven't created any type of visualization over the view. So first of all, we need to create a visualization and then we'll be telling you that how highlighters will be working. For easy understanding of a highlighter, first of all, I am trying to create a simple visualization and later on we'll be moving over to the complex type of analysis where visualization will be showing you the output in easy manner. I'll be keeping category over columns and sum sales over rows. We'll be getting this type of a bar chart. For that, we need to sort it and I am widening this bar chart for getting the better view. Further, we are coloring this bar chart with category and I am labeling this bar chart. Now you can see that in this bar chart we have three categories: technology, furniture and office supply. Now we have two type of options used for highlighter. One is present on the toolbar, other is on menu bar. Whereas we have seen that menu bar option was earlier not present, but now we can see that whenever we are going over to menu bar analysis tab and we have moved over to the highlighter option, now it is not faded. We can use the highlighter and the attribute that we can use for highlighter is category, because in my visualization I am using only one dimension and that is category. So it means highlighters would be working on dimensions only. So when selecting the dimension category from here, we'll be getting a card that is called a highlighter card in the right side of the visualization panel. And in this card, when I'll be clicking over it, I'll be seeing all the values that is present under categories. So if I'll be choosing any of these value from here, only that value over the view will be highlighted and rest would be faded down. As you can see here, furniture is shown whereas others are faded down. And similarly for office supply and technology also. So this is the one type of a highlighter that we can use using analysis tab and go to the highlight option. Whereas you can see that when I am using the highlight option from analysis, this card will be giving me the option for choosing only one value at a time. If we need to choose more than one value or we need to choose value on the behalf of more than one attribute, then for that we have the option present on the toolbar. So this highlighter that is present on the toolbar have much more features. So when clicking over this, we have the option that we can see the data regarding all the fields together. That is, the highlighting option would be done on the behalf of all the fields, on the behalf of date and time, and on the behalf of only one attribute, that is category. So while going over to this highlighter that is present on the toolbar, we can see that there are various options present here and it is working on some complex views also, where we can see that there is an option of all fields, date and time and category, which means our highlighter would be highlighting the values on the behalf of all the fields present in the visualization. And our highlighter would be highlighting the data on the behalf of date and time and on the behalf of only one attribute, that is category. So we would be understanding this highlighter in much better way if we will be having a complex type of a visualization. So I am trying to create a complex visualization. Try to understand it. For that, first of all, I am clearing my sheet. Now I am picking ship mode and keeping it over columns and order priority, and I am keeping it over columns again. Then I am picking segment and keeping it over rows, and I want to create the data for sales. So I'll be getting this type of a bar chart where we have the data of ship mode, that is first class, same day, second and standard class, order priority where it is critical, high and medium, and we have the data of segment, that is consumer, corporate and home users. And all this data will be visualized on the behalf of sales. Further, we are coloring the data on the behalf of sales. Further, I want to sort this data, and for that I am clicking over to the dimension pill and right clicking over it, then going over to the sort option. I want to sort the data in descending order but using field option. Why we are using this field option, I'll be telling you in the further part of the video when we'll be discussing about the sorting. So till now remember that we are sorting the data using sort order descending and sort by field. And similarly, we will be doing it for order priority. We are going over to sort and sorting by field and in descending order. And same will be done with the segment by choosing sort and by field and in descending order. So we'll be getting this type of a visualization present in the view. You can see that the data is being shown for various order priorities, various ship modes and various segments. Now, if I will be selecting this one, so you can see that when I'll be selecting on this one, only the one mark is being selected over this view and rest are faded down, which means it is telling us that the mark which I am selecting is a mark for standard class of delivery and having the order priority medium and a segment of the user is consumer. Further, if I want to choose the second one, for example, I am choosing this one. So it is telling us that the user is demanding the high priority and the ship mode it have preferred as second class and the user is consumer. So it means at a time we are selecting only one value. And similarly, as in the previous visualization, we have gone to the analysis tab and we have gone to highlighter. There was only one attribute have been shown because that attribute was present on the visualization at that point of time. Now in this visualization, we have 3 dimensions present in the view, and for that we have order priority and segment and ship mode present in the highlighters also. So if I'll be clicking over this, we'll be getting a mark card of order priority. Similarly, I am going back over it and clicking over segment, we'll be getting a mark card for segment, and similarly we'll be getting a mark card for ship mode also. Now, if I'll be selecting anything from this order priority, that will be highlighted. It means we are highlighting all those records that have order priority high on our view, and we are seeing all those records that have the order priority low, and similarly for medium. And if we are going to segment, we will be seeing only the data of segment. We will now not be seeing the data of the order priority. So it means if I am selecting consumer, I'll be getting the records of the consumer. If I'm selecting corporate, I'm getting the record of the corporate, and if I'm getting home office, I'm getting a record of home office. And similarly, if I'm selecting here first class, I'm getting a record of only first class ship mode. And now if I'll be selecting this consumer, then also I'll be getting the record of only one which is lastly being selected. So it means if last I have selected the consumer, so we'll be getting the all record of consumer, but we'll not be getting the record of the consumer for same day. It means when I am applying the highlighter from analysis tab, all these attributes that we are applying highlighters from the marks card, they become independent to each other. Remember this thing, all these highlighters would be independent to each other. We cannot use them by combining the values of these two together and getting the output. Now, if we want to do that I want to check the order priority standard class. For that, I want to see the data for only consumers. That we want to see the record for the standard class and consumer record only, and rest would be faded down. For this type of a choosy type of a analysis, we need to go over to the highlighter option of a toolbar. And once we are clicking over this toolbar, now we can see that we have the option of all fields. It means now the visualization was working on the behalf of all the fields taken in the view. It means that this mark is getting the value as order priority medium, ship mode as standard class, and segment as consumer, which means it will be taking all the fields and then it is giving the output. So by taking all the fields, we'll be getting very least amount of the values to be selected. But if we want to select the more type of output, that is, I want to only see the record of those people that have ship mode as standard class and are consumers. For that, I have to go to this highlight option, and then I have to select only those attributes according to which we want to show the highlights. So as I want to see the highlights according to ship mode, and I want to see the highlight according to segment. So now if I will be selecting any one mark from this view, it will be showing the output on the behalf of these two attributes. That is, I am selecting a mark, first mark, that is this one mark, and this mark have the ship mode as standard class and segment as consumer. So we'll be seeing that we'll be getting the record of all those people that have this ship mode standard class and are consumers. And if I'll be selecting this record, it means we are selecting the ship mode as standard class and the people, those are corporate. So we'll be getting all these records together. And similarly, if I'll be selecting instead of segment, I'm selecting ship mode and order priority. So it means I'm choosing this record. So it means I'm choosing the ship mode as second class, and I want to see the order priority as high because this one has order priority high. So we'll be seeing all those records that have order priority high and ship mode as second class. Similarly, we can choose between order priority and segment, and we can remove the ship mode. So now what does it means? If I'm selecting this mark, so it means that we are using the ship mode as second class. Whereas if I'm choosing this mark, so it means we need to see all those records that have order priority high and all those records that have segment as consumer. So we'll be seeing all those records together. And if we'll be selecting all of these fields together, then we'll be seeing only single mark because the visualization will be less than. As number of attributes would be increasing, so it means the number of marks we'll be getting to show on the visualization will be less. And if we'll be showing all the fields, as I have done tick on all these attributes, so it means directly that we are seeing the all fields. So it means we'll be seeing only one mark over here. But if we'll not be selecting any mark, then all the fields will be shown together. So that was about highlighted. That is, if we are selecting any of the mark over the view, only that would be getting highlighted, and beside to it we can show other values also depending upon that mark. And with this, the user site will be going only over to that mark and it will not be seeing the other type of things present in the visualization. And this type of a visualization is basically being used when we want to show the output in very less amount of a time. Hence, this method is very easy for understanding and getting the insights what analysts want to show to the user. Now the implementation of sorting. After implementing highlighters, we have been again connected with Tableau and the data set is Global Superstore data. But now we want to show you that what is sorting and how many types of sorting do we have in Tableau. But before going further, take a small recap of the previous video that I have uploaded. That is, sorting can be done in Tableau over two different panels. When the sorting is being done on data source panel, it is basically called as ordering. Whereas when a sorting is being done on data visualization panel, it is called as sorting. So first of all, we'll be focusing on the ordering and then we'll be starting with the sorting our data visualization panel in this video. So now when I'm clicking back to the data source, so we'll be getting on the data source panel. This panel is basically called data source panel. In one of my previous videos, I have told you about data source ordering too. But as the topic of this video is sorting and ordering, so we'll be focusing on ordering also and we'll be focusing on sorting also. So now you can remember it again that what is data source ordering and how we can apply it in Tableau. You can see here that whenever we have been connected with Tableau, we have an option here that is data source order. This is basically the ordering of the attributes. That is, the attributes that we are getting in Tableau is coming from any type of a data source. Might be that data source will be an Excel sheet or it can be a database. So the columns that we are getting from those sources will be showing that columns in Tableau in the same order, and that type of order is called data source order. And if we want to keep the order of the column according to alphabetical manner, that is, the column that have the attribute name starting with A will be shown first and then in the order. So we have to click on A to Z ascending and then the column will be done in that manner. That is, category would be shown first and we can see that the last column will be getting subcategory. And similarly, when I'll be doing Z to A, so it will be done in a opposite manner. And when I'm doing A to Z, if we have more than one table, then the data would be shown in the format of A to Z per table. But here we have only one table, so it will be showing like this. And similarly Z to A per table. So this method of ordering the data is basically being used to order the attributes in that data set. But for order the values in the data set and how we want to view that data, for that also in data source panel we have one of the method of sorting data, and that is present in front of your attribute name, where when you will be getting this type of option, it means that data is unsorted. When you are clicking again over it, this means that the data is now in ascending order, and when you will be clicking over it, now the data is in descending order. So this is a type of a sorting, or we can say ordering of the data in data source panel. This is the type of the ordering for all the attribute names in data source panel. Now we'll be going back to the sorting in data visualization panel, and for that I'm clicking on this sheet, that is quick sort. For implementing this sorting in data visualization panel, first of all we need to have some type of a visualization on a panel, and for that I'm picking subcategory over to columns and I'm keeping sales over to rows. With this, I'll be getting this type of a bar chart which is not in a sorted manner. The first type of a sorting which we are doing here is called as a quick sort. Quick sort is a sort which is done very easily and very quickly through this panel only. So we can see that this chart is not in a sorted manner, and to sort it, when we are going over to this axis, there is an option of sorting here with the name of the axis mentioned. So it will be sorting your data in three manners. That is, first of all, it will be converted to descending order. Then it can be converted into ascending order. And if clicking again, it will be converting it into a unsort manner. So according to our choice, we can choose the best type of a sorting manner for us. So after quick sort, now we are moving to the next type of a sorting method that is called toolbar sort. The sorting option that is presented on the toolbar is called as a toolbar sort. So similar to the quick sort, sorting in the toolbar will be doing the same thing. That is, if we'll be clicking on this option, which is called as sorting in ascending order, our data will be sorted in ascending order. And if we'll be clicking on this option, then our data will be converted to the descending order. But sorting on the toolbar will never be converting our data back to the unsorted manner. Whereas we have one more option here in sorting over the toolbar, that is swapping the rows and columns. And by clicking over this, our rows will be swapped to columns and column will be swapped toward rows. After toolbar sorting, we are moving over to pill sorting. In Tableau, the attributes that are present in dimensions and measures when being kept over to rows and columns shelves at that point of time, they are called as pills. Blue pill represent the dimensions and green pills represent the measures. Remember this thing, sorting will always be done on the dimensional attributes, or we can say sorting will always be done on the blue pills. But while implementing sorting, we can do this sorting on the behalf of any of the field present in Tableau. So how to implement the pill sorting? For that, we have to go over to the blue pill and right click over it, and then we can see the option of sort. While clicking the option of sort, we'll be getting this option of sort by subcategory window, where we can sort it with various methods. We can sort the data in data source order also, alphabetical order also, field order, manual and nested. We'll be doing all of this one by one. So first of all, we are starting with the data source order. For explaining you data source order, I am changing my data source and then we'll be explaining you that what's the difference between a data source ordering and a alphabetical ordering. For that, I'm going over to sheet 1 book 1 data source. The link of this data source is also mentioned in description below. Now I'm clearing my worksheet and I'm picking this attribute name and keeping it over rows. You can see that this data set have only one attribute name and have the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 19 and 20. Further, I want to sort this attribute. For that, I'm doing right click over it and then I'm clicking over sort. Once I'm doing over sort, I'm getting the option from this sort name window where we are getting the same options as we have seen just now. So the first one is data source order, alphabetical, field, manual and nested. From this data source, we'll be explaining these two. So if I'm clicking over data source order, ascending, so we can see that the data source is present in the format of 1, 2, 3, 4, 19 and 20. By default, remember this thing, data source ordering will be keeping your data in the order of your data source only. And by default, it will be similar to that of alphabetical order. That is, the values that is a smaller one would be coming at first and the value which is a bigger one will be coming at the last. That is a simple type of ordering. Whereas, if I am doing descending order, it will be showing 20, 19, 4, 3, 2 and 1. It is simple. But if I am doing the alphabetical ordering for this type of a data, then it will be showing me the data in the format of A to Z, where 19 would be shown before 2 and 20 because 19 have the first value as 1, which will be taken as an alphabet of 1. So it will be taking first value as 1 and then 19, then 2, 20, 3 and 4. So in this way, it basically works. So when I'm doing the data source ordering, it is basically ordering the data in the form of alphabets, or we can say in the form of a digits, and that digits can be done in the form of ascending manner. Whereas when I'm doing the alphabetical ordering, it will be converting the data in the form of alphabets and then it will be sorting, where 19 would be coming before than that of 2 or 20. So these were the two type of ordering. One is at data source ordering and other is alphabetical ordering. So now to sort the next type of a sorting, that is field sorting, I'm going back to the previous data set, and for that I'm clearing over my sheet and clicking over the other data set. So field sorting, for that I'm picking again my subcategory over to rows and keeping sales over to columns, and further I'm doing a transpose of it, that is converting rows to column and column to rows. So I'm getting this type of analysis where these bar charts are being given. Now I want to sort this data on the behalf of field. For that, I have to right click on this pill and again go to sort option, and then instead of data source and alphabetical order, I am selecting the field, which means now I want to sort this data on the behalf of any field present in the data set. That means if in my visualization I am using only subcategory and sales, so instead of using sales or subcategory, I can still sort the data on the behalf of any field, and I want to sort this data on the behalf of profit. So I will be selecting profit from here, and the aggregation will be done is sum, and we want to show it in a ascending order. So we'll be getting the output like this. Now you can see the field that is shown at the first is a table field. Now you can also be confused in this that the value of the table is not small. For that, I want to tell you that the bar chart is being created with the amount of the sales. That is, this is the amount of the sale that table is performing. But the sorting is done on the behalf of profit, which means that because the table have the least profit, that is why it is coming at the front. So the one which have the least profit will be coming at the front, and the one which have the highest profit will be coming at the last. Which means copiers have the highest profit, and that is why it is coming at the last. Where the bar size will be represented via sum sales. So this type of a sorting where we can even change the field of the sort. That is, the field would not be coming from the visualization only. It can be coming from any type of a field present in the data set. And that type of a sorting is called Pills field sorting, or we can say field sorting. So after field sorting, we are now moving over to the manual sorting. And for that, I am first of all clearing my sheet. And now I am using the attribute ship mode and keeping it over to rows, and sum sales over to columns. Further, I am taking a transpose of it, and now we can see that the bar which have the more values are standard class, and after then we have a second class, and after then we have first class, and last will be the same day. But as this is not sorted, so same day comes in between. So for that, what we can do is we have to right click over it, we can sort it, and we can sort it in any manner according to our requirement. We can do it alphabetical sorting, field sorting, just that I have told you just now, and we can do it a manual sorting also. In manual sorting, we'll be getting all the values present like this, and then we have to choose the value which we want to keep at the first place or at the last place. And in this question, we need to keep the same day at the first place because it have the least value of the sales. So I will be clicking on the same day and would be clicking on move up option. So same day would be coming first and rest would be coming in the other manner. For this type of a sorting, we'll not be getting the option for ascending and descending. We have to choose all these things from this up and down button, and that is called manual sort. After manual sorting, now we have the next type of sorting which is called nested sorting, and this is one of the complex type of a sorting in Tableau. For implementing this thing, I am again clearing my sheet and keeping category over to columns, and further market to columns, and sum sales toward rows. So I will be getting this type of a bar chart, and now I will be coloring this bar chart on the behalf of market. So now you can see for each of this pane, that is for category, office supply and technology, Africa is coming at the first place, Asia Pacific at the second, and similarly the other options. And in each of them they are same. And other thing you can see that none of them are kept in any type of ordering. So to keep them in a order, we need to right click on the attribute that is market, and we need to go on the option of sort, where we need to sort them in a nested manner and in descending order. But we want to do it with the help of sales, and then we can do it cross over it. So now you can see that the Asia Pacific in furniture is coming at the first place with a high amount of sales, whereas in office supply, Europe is giving you the high amount of sales, Asia Pacific at second place, and similarly in technology, Asia Pacific is coming at the first place and Europe at second place. Now, what does this nested filter have done? In nested filters, all the panes would be working independently to each other, whereas in all other type of filters, all the panes would be working related to each other. Remember this thing, only in nested filter, you can apply the filter independently on all the panes. So if you have any type of analysis where you have the data in different panels and then you want to analyze it, at that point of time, the nested filter are best suitable. So here you can see that nested filter has helped us to sort the data in this type of a scenario. So here you can see that nested sorting have helped you to sort the data whenever data is present in different panels. And remember this thing, nested sorting have sort this data in different panels. After nested sorting, we want to implement the sort that is called as a mark sorting. And for that, first of all, I am clearing the sheet and then I am picking the attribute subcategory toward column, sales toward rows, and I am getting this type of a chart where bar chart is not sorted. So to sort this chart using mark, I am keeping profit over to color, and then we have to press Ctrl from your keyboard and then click over to the pill of color and select any of the sorting option from the toolbar. As I am selecting the first option, which is ascending order sorting, so my data will be getting sorted accordingly. Now this visualization is not sorted according to sale, it is being sorted according to profit. That means the height of the bar is being represented by a sales, but the placement of the bar is represented with the help of a profit, as well as the color of the bar is also representing the sorting order according to the profit. As you can see that the one which have the darker color is the one which have the more profit, and the one which have the lighter color is the one which is having the least profit. And the placement of the field also represent the sorting, where it represent the table is the one which have least profit and is coming at the first place, and the copier is the one which have the highest profit and is present at the last place. Remember this thing, that whenever we were doing sorting by field, it is also giving you the same output, but after coloring that view using the same attribute over which we have sorted, then that will convert to the marks type of a sorting. So as we can see here that when we have done the field sorting, it is giving you the same output, but the difference is the color was not present. So if we are using the sorting with the help of this marks tab and by color, then that type of a sorting is basically called as mark sorting. With this, sorting is completed. Now I think that you are well equipped with the concepts of sorting, ordering and highlighting. If you understand this video and you got something to know from this video, then kindly like this video and comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Till next video, be safe, take care and thank you.